Hi everyone, and welcome to our Franchisee in the Spotlight series. I am Jillian Schaffer with GenDev, and today I'm excited to introduce to you Matthew and Natalie Young, our newest Subcontain franchise owners launching in the North Houston market. Matthew and Natalie bring a strong combination of industry, logistics, finance, IT, and operational experience to this opportunity. Matthew and Natalie, thank you both so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
I'd love for you to expand on your previous experience prior to owning this franchise.
So I have 22 years of truck driving experience. I started off in the waste industry back in 2005 until 2007 with Allied Waste, which got bought out by Republic. And then I've just been driving since. And then from 2014 to 2020, I owned my own trucking company, hauling chemicals with 3 trucks across the US to different states for different major carriers.
I started in banking and finance, working at different banks, and I didn't really love banking, so I ended up working in oil and gas field for a while. I did a lot of supply chains and customer service accounting and all of those crazy things to do with oil and gas. I ended up in IT working in one of the ERP systems at one of the oil and gas companies. I consult for one of those ERP systems called Sage X3, and I help companies onboard their IT system.
That's amazing. So, what initially attracted you to the Subcontain opportunity compared to others that you evaluated?
I think just the concept. I think it was a really cool concept. It was something that no one's ever seen or done before, at least in the States. So I think it was just a really cool opportunity, and we talked about it, so we decided to join in.
What was that moment for you that really made you say, okay, that's it, we've got to move forward?
Just the fact that it's so innovative. It's just something so new in the industry. There hasn't been a change in so many years. It's like 35 years. It was due time.
Can you expand on that innovation a little bit?
So when we first saw it, I was like, what is that? Because we saw it at a franchise show, and it was just these like half bins out of the ground. And I was like, okay, let's go talk to this guy. Kyle introduced us to Subcontain, and he was just telling us all about how these dumpsters have been around for so many years, and they've proved it out all over Europe and all over Canada, and that people love it. There's no odor. They were in the ground, no smell, clean, and they just are self-contained. So I was like, there's no way that this isn't gonna just go viral for people because nobody likes trash, right? It's just to get something cleaner out there and something more aesthetically pleasing. I know a lot of communities and business parks are going towards things that are just more aesthetic. It was like everybody makes trash, it's never going to go away. So it just made sense. And we were looking for a franchise and looking for a business to invest in. And this one just made sense for us.
What excites you the most about bringing Subcontain to your local market in North Houston?
Houston's the 4th largest city, so why not?
From a long-term perspective, what really stood out to you about the growth of this business and the potential of that?
I mean, like Natalie said earlier, trash is never going anywhere. It's going to be something that our kids as kids are going to have to deal with.
Why not contribute to the sustainability and cleaning up our environment? I grew up here and he did too. We want to make the environment and the living situation around here cleaner and more aesthetic, and happier and less gross.
I love that answer. What advice would you give to someone who's currently considering this opportunity?
I would say do it.
I love that.
Do your due diligence.
As long as you feel like the market is there for it in your area where there's trash and there's a lot of restaurants. We live in a very suburban area. And there's also a very densely populated area more into the city in Houston. So there's a lot of in between where we have a lot of restaurants, a lot of apartment complexes, a lot of shopping centers, and there's a lot of new build facilities coming up in our area. So the opportunity is there if you want to go get it.
I love that answer, and it's very clear that you guys did your due diligence, and it sounds like you guys grabbed a great market for this franchise opportunity. So I have one more question. How would you describe your experience with the franchisor and GenDev going through this process to become a franchisee?
Really easy. I mean, everybody's been super helpful from meeting Kyle and learning about it, to his help with getting into the franchise, and then Drew and Ian and the whole team have been really helpful in getting everything to work and make sure things flow.
Very organized. That's super helpful.
Love that. Those are great answers. And I love that that was your experience. Well, Matthew and Natalie, thank you so much for being here and taking the time out to share your story today. This was incredibly valuable for us and for future candidates that are interested in this franchise opportunity. We can't wait to see what you do in the North Houston market. And we're here to help you every step of the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. If you're interested in learning more about Subcontain or exploring available territories, we'd love to connect with you. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next Franchisee in the Spotlight.